Hey, it's Jay. I'm going to be making a cantina, or cantenna, whatever. I've been wanting to make one for a while, so I got all the things I need. Got my copper wire out of Romex cable, 12 gauge, and my end connector. Make sure you get the right one because the first one that I got wasn't the right one, and it was all screwed up. So just make sure that the center kind of looks like this. I don't know if you can see that. No, probably not. But it's a crap camera. Anyway, I actually got this one on eBay for like $3. I went to Radio Shack and I ended up getting one of theirs, and it wasn't the right connector. So, I mean, it looked right and everything, but when I hooked up my cabling, it just wouldn't mate up. So that's that. For the record, you know, we have the soldering iron and solder. I have a couple of different kinds. I'm gonna try and use this rosin core electrical repair solder. I haven't really used it that much, and I would really like to, just to get rid of it. So we'll see if that works. I also have this big can right here I might use for a different satellite dish because I have 4 of them. So anyway, yeah, so here's the can, and got a bunch of bits here, and I got this thing, so see ya in a bit once I find the right one and I get a couple holes drilled in. So alright, sit tight. Okay, I actually ended up having to get my spade bits out because I didn't prepare enough, I guess, and I ended up not having big enough bits. My biggest one is this guy right here. It's a 3/8, and it's the biggest I got. So it ended up actually coming out like that, which isn't too bad. But I guess once the connector's in it, it won't be that bad. So there's that. Next thing I'm going to do is take some of this and my connector and solder these guys up. I actually don't have any mounting screws for this, so I figured I'd just use zip ties and just wrap it around the can or something. Okay, I'm back. So we got the hole, we got this. I just snipped off about, I believe, a inch and a quarter, inch and 1/4. It has to measure from the very bottom of the brass to the very tip of this, and it has to measure about 1.21 inches, and that is roughly about, because right now I believe it's an inch. It's about a quarter off, so I'll end up having to snip just a little bit more, but I want to get it soldered before I do that. So I'm waiting for it to warm up, and alright guys, there you got it. There it is. All soldered up, ready to go in the can. It's cooled off, and here's what it should look like. Like I said, I'll put zip ties on the outside to keep it secure, so I have no nuts or bolts or anything. But well, guys, I've decided to do it a little differently. I tried it with some zip ties, but it just wasn't what I was expecting. So what I did was I took the rest of that solder that I had, and I mean, not all of it. I still have quite a bit left. I hate this stuff, but I decided to more or less kind of weld the plug on there, the connector. So How's that? Better? I know it's not the best solder job in the world, but it's a different kind of solder. I don't know. It's a different animal. So, but I gotta let it cool down, and yeah, basically it's kind of like that, you know. So, yeah, there you have it, and hopefully I'll have it connected to something in no time. But for right now, I'm fairly pleased with it. So, like I said, I gotta let it cool down. It's still a little hot around the area. Still a little tacky. So, I'll just let it cool down somewhere and do a little test with it later. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about it, I also have experience with the biquad and other stuff. So if you guys have any questions, just feel free to shoot me a message or an email or whatever you guys do. Yeah, so I hope you guys find this helpful. So, alright. You guys have a good night. Also, rate, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to do that. Like I said, if you guys have any ideas on anything, just feel free. Feel free. So, you know, there we go. I think after, if it works as much as I think it will, then what I might do is paint it and do some stenciling work on it and put it on my dish that I made that also has a stencil on it, so it all kind of ties in together. But alright, so see you guys later. Bye.